Steps out, takes the charge against Eddie. It's still not finding the boundary. That's been a problem for Karwan. It's been really long since they have hit a boundary.
Well, yes, stepping down but not converting. It's important that you convert those risks into high rewards, because you step down, you miss the ball, you have a chance of getting stumped. So if you're taking that risk, it better pay you some rewards, some dividends.
Now look at this knock from Mozam Hayat. Convert this into the longer format. It's a great knock. But when it comes to the short format, how difficult it is to see a runnable knock.
Top edge. Oh, land safely there. You're absolutely right. If he's unable to convert this into a 70 of 55 balls, or 60 balls for that matter, because he's already really behind the mark, it will be a shame that, yes, you didn't lose any wickets or whatever, but then you actually went on a run of ball 50. Meanwhile, Sardar Behzad on strike.
Not timing well, Sardar. Playing it a little late, maybe too much of a bit too defensive. But I back the complete Mozam Hayat there, the way he's playing, because the demand is that the left-hander should be right at the center. So I don't mind him playing below the 100 strike rate.
The expectation to stay all the way till the end. If that's the brief that's been given, then it's fair.
Yeah, and then he has to keep as well 20 overs, and mind you, this is his 4th game on trot. Every day they play 20 overs game at this difficult conditions. Hats off to Karwan and team.
Well, the scheduling has been such because of the availability of the side. Otherwise, they would have got their rest days. Couple of runs to end the over. 13 gone, 91 for 1.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Get your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Very good economy of Shahnawaz Faisal Khan. But the average is a problem there. Oh, they need to hurry. It's a direct hit. It's a big shout. Maybe they got him. No, says the umpire. It's always interesting when you have a direct hit.
Well, yes, but this one I don't think was directed. It went into the glove of the wicket keeper. Yeah, oh, that's a very good call. Very good call.
Now, very quick hands of Yasir Khalim. I thought it's a direct hit. Very good call there from the umpire, Shiju. He's spot on. Even the yesterday's encounter, he's got one decision, which was very close run out. But it turned out to be a very good decision in the end. So I think it's perfect day for him to practice.
I mean, he's a very good umpire. Some great decisions. And that's exactly what we need. That is what one has to look for. Down the leg side, played it off the hip, will get a single. And with that single, Mozam Hayat will get on strike to face Shahnawaz. Maybe it's a double, in fact. Beg your pardon.
Faisal haven't picked up, Shanawaz Faisal haven't picked up wicket throughout the tournament, only one wicket to his name. And he's come in as well to the attack is because Mozam Hayat is right there in the center. So now this is where I think Sardar Behzad can get himself cash in when Mozam plays those singles and let Sardar Behzad handle the things. But run a ball knock here from Sardar Behzad as well. Maybe he'll be sticking around for another 10 deliveries and then he'll be going all guns blazing.
I think he should just start doing it once he crosses the 50 mark, because you're already getting into the 14th over. Beautifully swiped. Good piece of fielding, a little fumble. But I think he definitely cut away the boundary, by means of which he is now on 48 with that single. 7 of 7 for Sardar, and he'll be on strike.
What I mean is Sardar should be taking more charge here. Or leading edge. He could have had a close coverage there, adding a pressure here. But I think nothing is going wrong for Interglobe Marine. They are in command at the moment. They have dried up the boundaries completely. They're making batters run hard for runs.
And still with those singles and doubles, if you're scoring 7 and over, and maybe more, it's definitely a good over from batting perspective.
Is it a wicket? Oh, that seems to be a wicket, Neil. Yeah, we saw Mozam Hayat turning back and walking out. What a great gloves work from this man, Yasir Kaleem.
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
It was all done and dusted. So didn't really get to his half century, Mozam Hayat. 48 of 51, a strike rate of 94. If you stay for that long, you better get your net run, your strike rate higher than that. Nonetheless, wicket number 2 down.
Harry, oh, he's gone big. Sardar gives an easy catch to Shahnawaz Faisal Khan. That's a soft dismissal.
Absolutely poor. You just lost a wicket and you want to go big. Didn't even get to the length of the ball properly. Shahnawaz takes a very simple catch. 2 wickets in 2 deliveries. That's poor. That's really, really poor.
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
new batter, Waqas Jat. He's hit that all-important six in the previous game at the crucial time. And courtesy that six and a knock from Lovepreet, they went on and won that game. Now, a lot of pressure on this man, but I just have a doubt why they send him up from Nadir Hussain.
Well, yeah, both of these guys are essential. But again, I don't think that there is a fixed batting position that they have for either of these two guys. Even for that matter, Karwan. All three can be used as floaters in the line. They go from 5, 6, 7. All three can be played around literally very comfortably.
Yeah, the ability of them is getting quick runs without wasting a lot of time at centre.
Plus, they don't have too many overs to go from here on. Already into the 15th over. 2 more deliveries to go in this.
But I think if you send Nadir Hussain here, what happens is those running between the wicket gets a little better. And then top of that, he can get you some boundaries as well. And then the energy he puts through between the wicket, you can capitalize the last 5 overs by sending Nadir Hussain. Qamar is a perfect choice to be sent there, and he's hit the ball hard all on the ground. But, that will be 100, I think. No, they're still, yes. They got the 100 runs up, finally. And that took 15 overs to come, Neil. I'll tell you, this game is going nowhere for Karwan.
Well, yeah, some aggression needs to be shown and has to be shown now. One last delivery. 100 for 3 in 14.5. Waqas Jat on strike. Was that a wide?
No, I don't think so. That would be called wide. Yes, that's wide. Well, because of a huge amount of turn, Harry Barwal certainly loved that turn, but bowled an extra delivery. I think the wicket has little demons in it.
Open the face of the bat. We'll get a single to end the over. 15 gone. It's 102 for 3.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your eye. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
Shahnawaz comes in and turns the ball on the very first delivery. Will get a wide, but to give a wider angle to his perspective, we have Ahmed Khwaja. Ahmed, welcome.
Thank you very much, Neil. Oh, it's a soft dismissal once again. Well, after Sardar Behzad, it's Waqas Jat who's just gift-wrapped his wicket. In fact, that hit the bat twice, 2 leading edges. And Shahnawaz Faisal Khan with the bouncy hair, the bouncy run-up, and a bouncy wicket.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your eye. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
Well, in desperate need of a partnership, are Karwan CC. They've given away 2 soft wickets, in fact 3 if you include Moazzam as well. 103 for 4. This match could go either way. Experienced pair at the crease. Karwan and Nadir Hussain. Fascinating stage of the game, Neil Oja.
Oh, well, yes, definitely. The kind of start they had got, yes, it was slow and sluggish, but the good part was that they hadn't lost a wicket. And now Karwan strikers look in all sorts of trouble. If they go at 11 over from here on, they reach 151, which is not a bad score. But again, you probably would have liked to have 180 odd on the board.
Oh yes, it's most certainly not enough. Quick single taken by Karwan. Tall, lanky all-rounder. There were 70 odd for 1 at the halfway stage. Despite Moazzam's slow innings, they were looking all right. Then that injury to Ramesh Shehzad has really shaken them up. And a flurry of wickets. And now they're in rescue act mode. But Karwan, if he can get going, I've seen him clatter the ball around for miles and miles.
You're right, he plays with a strike rate of 188, which means that he definitely can send the ball into the orbit multiple times. He's a rocket launcher. We'll have to see how many times he launches those in this innings. Last ball of the over. He waits and just guides the ball towards the square leg region. Will get a single.
The spinners doing the job here for IGM. Shahnawaz and Asif Mumtaz. 107 for 4 with 4 overs to go.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
Harry Barwal into his final over. Well, I completely forgot his name. This is a wonderful spell from him. 1 for 17 so far in 3.1. They really tied the noose here, the IGM spin trio.
They definitely have done well and kept the Karwan strikers under control despite a sluggish but solid start.
Nadir Hussain, plucky character. He's a fighter. Oh, extra bounce and he's bowled him. What a gem of a delivery from Harry Barwal. Outstanding.
This one came in sharp and got that extra bounce. Nadir didn't really read the ball off the palm, waited for the ball, thought that it would turn away from him, and then at the last bit had to hop to save himself, but by that time it was a little too late. Nadir Hussain gone 2.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
108 for 5. Zahid Ali coming in at 7. And well, that's certainly a couple of spots too high for Zahid Ali in the batting order. But such has been the excellence of the IGM spinners. Karwan in serious trouble.
You're right. Not an ideal situation to be in. But it is a spot of bother. Karwan strikers. Kamarawan still there. So there's some hope that he might get in some runs. And they start right away. Boundary.
That was absolutely hammered. A half tracker from Harry Barwal. A rare bad delivery. And absolutely belted over mid-wicket. That's what Kamarawan can do. And times the ball very sweetly indeed. 113 for 5. It's been a fair while since we saw a Karwan boundary. This time he looks to launch. He hasn't connected. And he finds the long on. Harry Barwal gets his revenge.
One shot too many. Got a little greedy on that. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just stayed. It wasn't the length. Just a wee bit behind. And a very simple catch. Barwal looks at his wicketkeeper and says, "Didn't I tell you so?" Kamarawan gone. 8 of 6. And it's 6 wicket down.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. We all enjoy the game tonight.
Salman Salim coming in at number 8. Left-hand batter, so the matchup favors him. Oh, beautifully bowled, slow through the air. Delectable flight and drift. That's a top spell from Harry Barwal. 3 for 23 on the night, 114 for 6.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. We all enjoy the game tonight.
Oh, this has been belted. A lot of height. A lot of height, a lot of distance. But it's a safe catch for MC Mayank Chaudhary. Shahnawaz strikes.
Flighted delivery. He had to wait for 2 days for the lift to come down. And then that definitely would have altered the timing of a shot. Straight simple catch. And that's one more wicket down. Salman Salim gone. 1 of 2 and wicket number 7 down.
Well, it's been a procession of wickets for Karwan CC after Ramiz Shehzad went off injured. Asif Hayat joining Zahid Ali at the crease. And Shahnawaz, he's also picked up a 3 for. It's a hot competition between who's been the best IGM spinner. Beauty! This one was a top spinner. Extra bounce.
Well, the wickets over here at the ICC Academy, they have been just amazing. If you can get the ball to move, it'll get you that. If you can get the ball to turn, you'll get that. Look at that. Excessive turn. Shahnawaz has done phenomenal with that. There's turn, there's bounce, there's everything for a bowler. All you have to do is bowl the right lines, bowl the right lengths, and apply yourself.
Yeah, he's teasing the batters now. We're into the lower order. Steps out and takes it on the full. Zahid Ali didn't quite catch it on the blade. They will pick up one though. So this innings has certainly gone pear-shaped. And if Karwan CC lose this game, it's see you later. Their ICC Academy Summer Cup is over in just 4 days.
Well, yes, late starters in the tournament. The team wasn't available to play the initial set of games and thus got themselves scheduled for back-to-back games. And that does take a toll on the body of the players as well. No rest days in between. Not an ideal setup.
And they had such a big morale boost with that fine victory last night. A big run chase. Outside edge. And he's walking off, is he? No. Yasir Kaleem with the stifled appeal and it's been refused. Let's take a look. Look at those flowing locks of Shahnawaz Khan. Well, we'll show you the replay in the next over. 117 for 7. Here it is. Well, he did have a big swish at that. Yasir Kaleem, no, not given.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Hazrat Luqman to bowl the penultimate over. Well, that will be a wide. Any runs that you can get, even as extras, will certainly help. It's just been a no-show from Karwan CC in the second half. Projected scores are looking pretty low. But if they can just get up to 140, 145 maybe, we could have a game on our hands, Neil.
Well, that's right. These guys, they need to go all guns blazing in whatever they can in the last two.
Outside edge. Well, fingertip stuff from Yasir Kaleem. They've had the butterfingers tonight, IGM. They've dropped a fair few catches. But Yasir Kaleem, that stung his fingers. Wasn't the best effort, to be frank. Did well to stop the boundary. And Hazrat Luqman can feel slightly aggrieved. He didn't get a wicket there.
Well, yeah, wicket keepers, they need to have that spring in the steps. But they need to jump. Boom, they have to go up. Yasir Kaleem tried. Didn't really convert.
Fuller delivery and belted straight with mid on up. That's a priceless boundary.
Zahid Ali is turning the heat on. Got a boundary there. Stayed deep inside the crease. Good bat speed. And with the mid-on inside the circle, always an opportunity. If you miss the mid-on, yes, the ball will reach the fence.
Yeah, not a great delivery from Hazrat Luqman. You needed to bowl back of a length, force them to play horizontally rather than with a straight blade with the mid-on up. So that's a boundary early in the over. This time cracked over point. And one bounce just short of deep third. Harry Barwal, they will scamper for 2 on his throw. That's good intent.
Well, yeah, good thought there. Bowling short and wide. So that the batter goes in the direction of the deep backward third. Or deep backward point for that matter. And creates an opportunity for catching. He's not happy with the fielding effort by Harry Barwal.
Their fielding has not been great. I agree with Hazrat Luqman. Shelled catches, lots of wides. Byes given away as well by the keeper. It could have been a lot better. This time, oh goodness me, the mid-on was pushed back. That would have been a straightforward catch.
You're right. It was a slow one. He rolled his fingers over the ball. And thus messing up the timing of that shot completely. But then, yeah, you're right. Mid-on has gone back to long on. And the ball drops right in the lap of where mid-on could have been.
Striving for a wicket. Big hoik at that one from Asif Hayat. Well, his bat was somewhere, his eye line somewhere else.
But I like Luqman's approach here. He's not trying to attempt to get a wicket by bowling those Yorkers or trying to bowl on the boot. He's bowling the back of the length deliveries. He's trying to keep the ball away from the arc of the batter. By means of which, you're trying to be conservative, not greedy.
Well, since his comeback from injury, he's done two things. He's improved his fitness considerably and he's become more of a team bowler. Top edge! And this time, Harry Barwal has grasped his third catch of the game.
Well, yes, he's picked up 3 wickets but dropped 3 catches as well, and you don't really want to be in the eye line of Luqman Hazrat now. That was as simple could get. Straightforward catch, and he drops it. And the batter is asking, really? Are you going to 27 for 7?
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Final over, given to a spinner and immediately smashed for a boundary. I'm not sure about this move from Interglobe Marine here, Neil.
Well, yeah, bringing a spinner on the last over. And this is definitely a risk that they've taken, but, well, I'm sure they want probably a bigger challenge when they come to bat. They don't want to chase a 127. They want to chase maybe 150.
Well, with your group qualification on the line, that's very brave from Asif Mumtaz indeed. They didn't go to Taimur Bhatti. He really struggled in his 2 overs. Shahnawaz, slower delivery, beautifully bowled. He could have done a run out there. He's quite a character. These off-spinners usually are. They're a funny bunch.
They definitely are.
Right then, 4th delivery. And he's missed everything. But Yasir Kaleem completes the stumping. A 4-for for Shahnawaz Faisal Khan. Flighted, turned, dipped. And the bails have been flicked off by Yasir Kaleem.
Well, that's right. 1 more wicket gone. Every time they've tried to come up, there's a speed breaker. This time in the form of Asif Hayat. 9 of 8. 1 more wicket gone.
Well, this is a very interesting turn of events. Ramesh Shehzad coming in at number 10. He's clearly suffering. What I've heard is that it could be a muscle tear for him, but he's gutting it out for the side, Niloja.
That's a very good sign of a player who wants to play for the side, wants to play for the qualification, wants to ensure that his team gets into the next round.
Well, a 6 here would give them a lot of hope. He does like the matchup. So good against spin, Ramesh Shehzad, but can he stretch his legs? Powered off the back foot. And I think it's only going to be one. He's refused the strike. So it's 6-0 here for Rambo. Maybe even a boundary would do.
Which is fair, just 2 deliveries to go. You could just stand there, clear the front foot and go for it. That's what he does.
He's flighted it and he's belted it. And another drop catch. This time it's Hamidullah Khan. So Ramesh Shehzad picks up a boundary of the final. He tempted him. He hit it pretty clean. But it's a big boundary towards cow corner. And Hamidullah Khan has tipped it over the fence for 4. So 137 for 8. Karwan Cricket Club. And just like Ramesh Shehzad, they've hobbled to a below par score, if I'm very, very honest.
That's right, 137 on the board. Zahid, 9 not out, Ramesh 20. I am not impressed with the number of runs on board, but, well, this is what it is. Mozam Hayat and Lovepreet Singh started the proceedings. Mozam, slow and steady, 48 of 51. Lovepreet, 14 of 14. Ramesh Shehzad, 20 of 14. Was injured, had to take a little break and came back near the fag end when there were only 2 deliveries remaining. Sardar Behzad 8 of 9, 8 for Qamar Rahman, Waqas Jatt and Nadir Hussain both on 2s. Then Zahid Ali on 9. And then Salman and Asif Riri couldn't do much. Extra 16. So technically the third highest scorer is the extras.
Yeah, that middle order sunk without a trace. It was the spin trio of Shahnawaz, Harry Barwal, and of course Asif Mumtaz, who did a lot of bowling, and they got plenty of wickets as well. 7 between them, a 4-for for Shahnawaz. Harry Barwal, pardon me, bowled beautifully for a 3-for as well. And you can see at one stage they were going along pretty nicely. They were 98 for 2, but then losing Ramesh Shehzad to injury, and then an almighty collapse to the spinners.
Let's have a look at the proceedings of the game. It was a slow, sluggish start. The boundaries came in far and few, while Lovepreet and Muazzam were batting. Lovepreet tried to go hard and heavy, but I think the bounce was a little too much for him. This one was the wicket. A good-looking catch there by Mayank. And then it was Ramesh Shehzad who joined the party, accelerated, and while that acceleration was on, wickets were falling at the other end.
Yeah, it was the spinners, Shahnawaz especially, who did a lot of damage, got a lot of turn and bounce. That was a beauty to Nadir Hussain from Harry Barwal. Qamar hit 1 for 4 and then tried it one time too many, holding out to long on. And then it was a procession of Karwan CC batters, one in and the other out. It was just some late resistance from Zahid Ali, Asif Hayat. He eventually got stumped to Shahnawaz as well. And then Ramesh Shehzad came out like the fighter that he is, hit a boundary of the final delivery of the innings. So 138 is the target for Interglobe Marines to reach and solidify their spot in the ICC Academy Summer Cup semi-finals. We'll take a short break and be right back for their run chase. Stay tuned.
all the way. वो दिखाओ ना जल्दी।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this exciting game number 20 between Interglobe Marine and versus Karwan CC. You are at ICC Cricket Academy. It is SkyExchange.net ICC Summer Cup 2022 powered by Fan Code, and the occasion says required run rate is around 7 runs and over. That would be a very easy task for Interglobe Marine to chase down, but let me tell you, Karwan CC would not give it up too easily. They will fight for their spot into the semi-finals. We're all excited and jumping around to see the run chase of Interglobe Marine. Well, the big man comes in straight away on strike is Asif Khan, all excited. Joining me in the com box is Neil Oja to see and witness the masterclass plays.
Oh, well, yes, he's a phenomenal cricketer. Asif Khan, you've seen so many brilliant knocks coming in from this man. Will he be able to convert and deliver one of those today? We'll have to wait and watch. But yes, it's not a big task, it's not a big ask. Will he be able to deliver? That's the question. It is moving into the knockout. That is what is on line. And the team, both the teams in fact I would say, are looking for a win. Extremely important as Salman Salim takes a charge with the new ball. 2 matches, picked up 3 wickets, an economy of 7.38. He's been good so far. Salman Salim fine-tuning his field as he starts. The second innings of the game has begun. Bottom edge, and this one will race away towards the fence. 4 runs. First ball, first boundary, first set of runs coming into play. Asif Khan is trying to fish for the ball. Got the inside edge and awkwardly bounced away from the wicketkeeper for a 4. Salman Salim has started with the delivery that went away slightly from Asif. He's bowling with a wide-ish slip in position. They factored the movement of the ball and hence gone with an attacking field set. And that has paid dividends. The slip in place, ball outside off, toying with it and gone. Asif Khan has paid the price of being a little too easy on the ball that was moving away, a little casual, and he has to take that long walk back. First wicket down for IGM.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Yasir Kaleem is walking out. It's been a little while to see him back. He's been taking long break, the team Interglobe Marine, and participating now at the end of the tournament. But this man is fighting hard for that #1 spot for the most runs scorer.
You're right. The big unit, Yasir Kaleem. Good striker of the cricket ball. Very good striker of the cricket ball, Yasir Kaleem. Comes in at a position which is susceptible to the moving ball. A wicket that has a lot of juice in it. 134 runs, a strike rate of 161 and an average of a mammoth 67. This guy is gold.
Well, definitely he's been scoring runs and runs and runs from the last season to this season. Look at that. That's how you need to tackle that away-going delivery from Salman Salim. He's been so good at that swing and control with the new ball.
Salman Salim definitely has been able to extract that movement off the deck as well. Getting the ball to move away from the right-handers. And what I like about the wickets here at ICC Academy, true wickets, and they produce some brilliant cricketing games. They definitely help the bowlers to bring out their best.
Yeah, they can express themselves. You bowl quick or you bowl spin, but bowl at the right areas. That's how you need to be. I think slightly he's pitching outside leg, but if he bowls at the middle stump and takes the ball away, that will trouble Yasir more.
Well, yes, Yasir Kaleem staying deep in the crease, playing it with soft hands. That's a good approach.
Well, and there is also a point that when you're going deep in the crease, you're allowing bowler to swing. So you need to be one or couple of meters ahead, standing and then advancing a little bit. So by doing so, you will cut down that swing. So now Hamidullah would be facing his first delivery with an immense strike rate. He needs to spend some time at the center and to chase this total down. Let me tell you, small totals is always an exciting one. Oh, tries to fish at that one. Now, this is what I was talking, Neil. You need to understand, take a little time at the center. You know the bowler is going to take the ball away. You're standing deep on your crease. You will not get many runs there. It's a very heavy chance. You hit it top edge and get caught at third.
Not just that, Abid, it is about temperament. It is about not trying to randomly attack a ball that's been hurled at you. Watch the ball, check the ball, gauge the movement of the ball. Or too close, crammed him for room, but lucky that the ball didn't get enough connection with the bat. A single there to end the over. 1 over gone, 6 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Zahid Ali comes in to bowl now. This new ball in hand. A very good control. He takes that swing away and surprise you might to bring the ball in as well. But what Zahid Ali does is that he takes that enough swing, not a huge amount of swing, but he takes that enough swing away from the batter to get the nick. 5 wickets to his name in this tournament with economy of 8.5. That's been an, I think, average economy there. Because he's also bowling with the new ball, with the power play, a lot of responsibilities. Now it's a fresh start for him. Previous season, he's been very good initially, but going down the season, he lost the rhythm, I think, because of the injuries or maybe the fast bowlers usually struggle with. So there you go, Zahid Ali. Ah, look at that. Now this is being crystal clear that Hamid Khan would be looking to tong you at the cow corner. Now it makes it very easy for the bowler to understand what batter is up to.
Well, that's right. The mindset is clear. And with Hamidullah, there's not much to guess. We know that he bats in a certain way, and that's how he's going to bat.
But for me, he suits at number 6 or number 7. But somehow, Interglobe Marine love to take him as an opener. Picked up now. Oh, just over Karwan. He's giving it a chase. And the outfielder is not too quick to get all the way for a boundary, but then little excitement there.
You're right. Karwan was right at the border of 8 to 30-yard circle, and if his jump couldn't stop the ball or catch the ball, I don't think anyone else can, because he is the tallest among the lot.
Yeah, very tall, good athlete, a good all-rounder to have in the team, but he's been lacking in the runs. He's not scored a big run so far for the team Karwan Strikers. The expectations were really high from Karwan. This is what he loves to do, and you're just feeding him on the leg side.
A gift there. Hamidullah Khan is happy with that boundary. You don't bowl him there. It was a poor delivery, and he has paid the price for that.
Look at that. Leg spin, off spin, hitting the grass. It was just carving down. This is what happens when you feed the batter what he's up to. Now, this is very, very big mistake from Zahid Ali. I think that's what is the difference when you get to the international level. That one loose delivery that you've been looking, you don't get there. But over here, at the domestic level, you get that one loose delivery where you can make out of it. It took a while to bowl again. One more time, whacked on the onside. That is a fielder, Sardar Bazat, for exactly that delivery. I think the plan is working for Zahid Ali. What you want, Hamidullah, is to hit it up in the air and get caught out.
Well, yes. They are always in a situation where they are slaves to their own habits. And once you understand that this is their weak point, you go and keep bowling there. They will give you that opportunity to get their wicket.
Well, the beauty of this is that you have played plenty of cricket against each other. So you know the batter before he joins and comes in what he'll be up to. So Zahid Ali is very experienced in terms of knowing batters. Look at that. He's straight bowling. Simple to Yasir Khalim, not trying or giving him a width outside off.
And that's the idea. No need to give any kind of width. Try and bowl really tight lines. Hamidullah Khan and Yasir Khalim, again, both are explosive, expressive batters. Hamidullah more of the big power hitter. Yasir Khalim knows a thing or two about timing the ball beautifully.
A classic batter, Yasir Khalim, who loves to play outside off. Genuine number 3 batter. That is up over the mid-off and gone for a maximum.
Well, these are big boundaries, and the way he's completed this 6, Hamidullah, absolutely beautiful. Didn't look like that he muscled it too hard. Sheer timing. 2 overs gone, 20 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
IPO.
Solidly. Behind that is Yasser Kaleem. Well, look at the required run rate, which is just around 6.5. I think it would be an easy task for the batters. All they need to do is stick around, don't lose your wicket.
Well, yeah, that is a very good basic point. Stick around, runs will come. Yasser trying to charge Salman Salim. I don't think that was necessary.
Well, he just wanted to make his presence felt because Amidullah has been hitting the ball clean. Yasser Kaleem was hunting for runs, and mind you, if he gets going, there is nothing that he cannot chase. He's been a masterclass at chasing runs. So I won't mind calling him a chaser.
Soft hands and a single. Sensible cricket there. And there's good bowling happening at the other end. You have to control your emotions and try and get those singles and doubles going.
Well, this is where your presence can be felt, that what you are up to. You need to give respect to the good deliveries. This is where the pitch comes into the picture. You have something for the bowlers where they're fighting for defending a low total.
Very well said. This wicket is a true wicket. What an effort. You'll see the results. Be it with batting or bowling.
A lot of work on the onside. But I think Karwan strikers, Karwan Cricket Club has a perfect opening the bowlers before them. They need, maybe they have a lot of sloggers, or maybe they need one man who can, like Ramesh Shahzad, down the order as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously high dependency on Ramesh Shahzad. And rightly so. He is the kind of player who's got the experience, who's got the shots to see you through the middle orders. And in T20 cricket, I guess if you have one such player, or maybe two in fact, if you have the luxury, you've really got a solid team.
Well, I think, Neil, this is where I have seen Ramesh over the years. I'm watching, by the way, Ramesh is someone who qualified twice to play for UAE. He played for UAE, then went out to UK, played his domestic cricket there for a while. Then he lost that qualification that he played for UAE. He made a comeback. He stayed 3 years in the UAE, or 4 years, because the low was 4 years then. And then he's made a comeback again to the UAE side.
Brilliant story there. We'll come back to that. 3 overs gone, meanwhile 23 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. I'll enjoy the game tonight.
Well, Asif Hayat has been a great find. He's bowling those two deliveries pretty well. He's not giving enough width neither to Yasir Khalim or to Hamid Khan. What he's doing against Hamid Khan is he's taking the pace out and making him struggle to power it down. If he has to hit to the boundary, he really need to work hard on it. Need to put a lot of force behind that. And there are very, very big chances that you get that top edge. Well, at the other end, Yasir Khalim is just spending time at the wicket. So now the current run rate is falling down because it's courtesy. Some great piece of bowling from Asif Hayat. He's cut down those boundaries, not giving enough width, neither offering a lot of bounce. He's just pitching at the right area. A big challenging here for the off spinner. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, just not enough width and room. Just a single there. A very good over. Peach of deliveries. All 6 deliveries has been on target. Only 3 runs coming in the power play. That's an achievement. 26 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your line. Let's one expect. Do it right. We all enjoy the game tonight.
Well, Salman Salim will be continuing. Again, beats him with the swing. What a delivery from Salman Salim.
Well, that's right. Beautiful movement of the deck. And no foot movement whatsoever. Yasir Khalim playing it from where he is. Isn't trying to get the foot across and closer to the line of the ball.
This is what we've been talking about. You need to be a meter or two ahead from the popping crease to cut down that swing which is Salman Salim is creating. A very fair chance. Then you can get the boundary. The jab Yasir Khalim usually plays.
But also if you see Salman has been bowling back of the length deliveries. He's not bowling full. So in either of the cases, if you have the ability to go further up or you go deep inside the crease so that you let the ball go, let the swing get over and then play your shots.
Yeah, with certainly 2 choices you have against Salman Salim, but I would back the decision to be on front. That's what our coaches say, is that you need to cut down the swing, you need to be a little ahead. So that's where, usually the way Yasir Khalim plays, these are the ideal deliveries for him. But all you need to do is make a slight bit of a room and be little ahead. Cut down the swing. Hit it through the covers.
27 for 1 in 4.2.
Well, this is what we expect from this man. Firing, good efforts, all in vain, 4 runs. Well, look at that. He knew it, the ball will be going away. Just wrist work, Neil.
Yeah, and Karwan there literally dragged the ball into the boundary line. And it was a no ball, a front foot no ball. So he had to bowl that delivery again, plus a free hit delivery, which primarily means that there's a chance of more for Hamidullah Khan there.
Well, I see. These are the moments where you lose the grip. Perhaps the moment where you break the shackles. Now, a free swing to Hamidullah. It's a free hit, a gift. It can go anywhere. Ah, beautiful delivery. He's got a big amount of swing. It was Hamidullah certainly was looking for the wide delivery. I think that ball was within the legal.
Well, yeah, legal delivery. Umpiring has been top class in this tournament, Abid.
Oh, yes, that's something that we haven't talked about much, but few of the decision has been absolutely right. I haven't seen any loose decision here. The umpiring, that's what you need, umpiring to be a top class umpiring.
Swing and a miss there. On the topic of umpiring, I tell you, all these umpires are level 2 certified umpires who are here for this tournament. And mind you, umpiring examinations are not very easy.
Well, Neil, I would really be interested to know my level of commentary. Well, there are the levels where you just understand the game more. These umpires go through a lot. Just not an easy job. Come down and give the decision. One decision can decide the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The game, they are someone who run the game, officiate the game, keep the game being played by the rules, and decisions are absolutely critical. It's a very critical job, Abid, I can tell you that.
Well, you have to be spot on. You have to be professional. If you're in the
भाइयों जितने भी प्यारे मेरे भैया बहन इस लाइव को देख रहे हैं भाई एक बार प्लीज यार लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दें यार भाई 6 या 7 बंदे जो भी लाइव देख रहे हैं भाई प्लीज यार चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दे यार और वीडियो को लाइक कर दे यार आपके एक लाइक और सब्सक्राइब से मोटिवेशन मिलेगा ब्रो भाई जो भी बंदे देख रहे हैं यार प्लीज यार एक बार सब्सक्राइब कर दे चैनल को यार और जो भी बंदे देख रहे हैं चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दे और वीडियो को लाइक कर दे भाई मैं आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना चाहता है भाई जितने भी 5 या 6 बंदे देख रहे हैं बस 5 सब्सक्राइबर करवा दो भाई 5 सब्सक्राइबर्स करवा दो यार मैं वीडियो को तुरंत चालू कर दूंगा यार वीडियो तो वैसे भी चालू है भाई प्लीज यार 5 सब्सक्राइबर करा दो मुझे और कुछ नहीं चाहिए यार भाई वीडियो को लाइक और जितने भी बंदे देख रहे हैं वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार जरूर यार प्लीज भाई मैंने चला दिया यार फिर से कोई दिक्कत नहीं यार भाई हो आपके
Zahid Ali is being trusted and given the opportunity to bowl, and a wide delivery he starts with. Now he's given 14 in the previous over. All the trust has been shown by Babar Iqbal on him. Bringing him back is definitely on a hunt of a wicket. Coming back into the commentary box is Ahmed Khwaja to join me and witness this exciting game.
Thank you very much, Abid. Well, he is their ace. He is their strike bowler. You have to back him. If they are to have a chance in this match, they need to get rid of the pair at the crease. Oh, extra bounce. You can see Yasir Kaleem looking at that pitch very closely. That absolutely trampolined off a length.
Well, let me tell you, Khwaja, these are the wickets what we need here in the UAE. Our batters do struggle when they go overseas. So we don't have a really bouncy wicket similar to this. These are the wickets where you need to play more of a games. Then you are tested. Now you see the bounce and the swing, with a little bit of an extra, and it's troubling the batters.
Couldn't agree with you more, Abid. Oh, this time it's a bit too high. No chance for the keeper, Yasir Kaleem, or even an 8-foot fielder there.
Well, that's gone way too high. That's a wide delivery. Would be called one of the over. Too short. Now he's hit the deck hard. And what we were talking about, the extra bounce this wicket produced.
Well, Muazzam Hayat would have needed a couple of step ladders, not just one, to reach that one. Silly delivery, to be quite frank. 5 priceless extras given. Zahid Ali is not having a good outing tonight. And that is hurting Karwan CC.
Well, certainly I had a big hop from Zahid Ali, certainly because he's been working hard, bowling well, but tonight he's been off colour. Just 7 deliveries he's bowled and gone for 20 runs. That's been a worry for Karwan. Perfect swing. Now this is what he's best at. He swings the ball, he doesn't swing yards, he swings enough to get the nick.
The only thing I would say is do not bowl that line to Yasir Kaleem. He will belt you over cover for 6. You need to bowl a lot closer to that off-stump line.
Well, you don't have really much score to defend now. One loose delivery can spoil your figures. Just like that, we saw the short ball went for 5. Now that's where you lose the grip.
Yasir Kaleem looking to be aggressive. Given as a wide, he was shifting in his crease. I think Zahid Ali is a bit unlucky there, Abid.
Yeah, he's left the crease a little late. And it was just enough for Zahid Ali to beat him. But then he's bowling too wide, bit off colour, too many extras there. Certainly, you're the strike bowler. You're leading the Wolfpacks. You need to bowl it right.
Yeah, this is a defensive tactic here. He's not bowling in Yasir Kaleem's arc. That's better. Outside edge over point. And brilliant effort at deep third. But it will cross the boundary rope.
That was a brilliant effort from Salman Salim. Nothing taking away from him. Mind you, he's bowled 3 overs and now he's standing and fielding at third. That was a very good effort. All in vain, he's lost that, but then you got to give him credit because he's bowled all those overs. He's just standing there. The fitness is being tested.
Bit of a leg cutter there from Zahid Ali. Caught the outside edge. But even the outside edges from Yasir Kaleem fly away to the boundary. Powerful wicketkeeper batter. He is one of the cornerstone players of the IGM franchise. Consistent match winner. He can play any kind of innings you need. Attacking, defensive, anchor role, power play specialist. This time, kept a touch low. He's eyeing that cover boundary. Just not latching on. 10 of 17. That is a very rare strike rate for a man of his quality.
I never get doubt about the abilities of Yasir Kaleem, though he plays it slow at the initial stage, but then he covers it up nicely. We have seen over and over the time. But tonight, I think this is the ideal situation, the way he's playing. You need to take time at the center. It's not an easy wicket to go big.
Well, Zahid Ali is doing exactly what Taimur Bhatti struggled with. Very wide. A lot of extras. Another long over here. That will hurt not just the scoreboard, but also that over rate. We have those cut-off rules in place. You will be penalized for bowling your overs above the required time.
Well, indeed, you'll have the fifth fielder inside. Why don't you just finish this over and get back to this Waqas, who's been doing extremely well. Picked up 4 wickets at one game. The game 2 days ago. Very good bowler, Waqas. Back of the hand. Slower one. Nicely bowled.
Good variation. It was an attacking length. Yasir Kaleem wanted a piece of that, didn't connect. So, despite the extras, if you subtract those, it wouldn't be a bad over. He's bowled a few dot balls as well.
Only one boundary coming off the bat. The rest remaining, all the runs came through the extras. So now he started with 14 for 1. At the second over, he's bowled 5 deliveries. Gone to him for 26. Now, to make it up, he need to pick a wicket.
Yeah, if he can send Yasir Kaleem back now, I think Karwan CC wouldn't mind. Goodness me, another wide. Excellent take by Muazzam. Athletic effort. Spectacular effort.
Yeah, that's nothing less than a Spider-Man. Standing behind. Apologies immediately to the bowler. The problem is, I think, Zahid Ali is trying some experiments here. This is not the game where you can try the variation and do the experiments.
Well, just as Taimur Bhatti struggled, I think it's the humid conditions making it tough for the fast man to grip the ball. Otherwise, Zahid Ali bowls with so much control and accuracy. He's struggling big time. You can see he's persistently wiping his forearms.
Hard on the leg side one more time. Why don't you come round the wicket and bowl those over? You might get a trouble, just like Salman Salim was doing. He was bowling round the wicket with angling it away from the right-hander. So I think that's what Zahid Ali need to do. Switch the end, side.
And just as it is difficult for the fast bowler, even for Yasir Kaleem, it's difficult. He doesn't know what kind of delivery is coming up next. That will keep him right on the back foot, thinking, well, what is Zahid Ali going to do now? I need to be super focused. That can be mentally quite tiring.
Yeah, that must be frustrating. The batter as well. You get only few deliveries straight. Oh, quick running. And that will bring the power play to an end. That clearly belongs to the team Interglobe Marine. It's 47 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of power play.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Get your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. We are enjoying the game tonight.
Caught at slip. That's a sharp catch. But then Hamidullah Khan cut loose. Clean striker of the ball. Fast hands. He makes it look very easy when he's in full flow. Yasir Kaleem, not fluent at all, but Zahid Ali leaking extras all over the place. And that was a streaky boundary to the big wicketkeeper batter of IGM.
Well, new bowler is Nadir Hussain, specialist at the bowling Yorklands, but that's a no ball, and he needs to bowl a free hit.
Well, how are you planning to defend 138 with the way you're bowling tonight, Karwan? It's a no ball. It's a free hit with Hamidullah Khan to face. They have been very, very ill-disciplined. Umpire Shiju Immediately on the money. And how costly will this free hit be? This man is striking the ball clean as a whistle tonight. Look at that grip. He holds the bat very low on the handle and has incredible hand-eye coordination. And that bat speed. The bat has gone out of, has barely cleared the pitch.
New Gloves is asking for. Well, that's a rare sight that you see the batter lose his bat. It's a lot of humid condition there. Look at that. Beautiful scenes. It would have been more interesting if the event have gone all the way for a maximum. That would have gone down viral, I tell you, Khwaja.
Well, that would have been a viral moment on social media. 50 up for Interglobe Marine. Let's take a look. This is a good angle. Woo! There he goes. Top staff. Yasir Khalim. Bang! That's like a bullet. Forget about it.
Yeah, that's gone. Drilling down. That's what he is best at. It's a treat to watch him playing over the covers. Yasir Khalim at his best.
You pitch the ball up outside off to Yasir Khalim. You're lucky if it doesn't go for 6.
Well, I would certainly say that's a crime to commit. And with this, I think all the time he was looking at one good shot. Watching him from years and years, Yasir Khalim, what I've understood from him, he need one good shot coming right at the meat of the bat, and the rest, he makes the history.
Current run rate looking good now, 8.5. Oh, struck on the pads. Good change of pace there from Nadir, mixing it up. But he's already gone for 8 runs off the first 3 legal deliveries. And Hamidullah Khan, well, you saw how he's swinging the bat. Dangerous for Karwan CC.
I think he didn't change the gloves. He's having the same pair of the gloves he's carrying. Certainly. It's a difficult conditions out there to bat. This wicket is assisting a lot to the bowlers.
Yeah, it just became very humid the last 3-4 days. It's been tough conditions, even this late in the evening. Oh, it's gone straight up. Mid-off settling. And they've put it down. And could it be the captain? I think it might be.
Oh, yes, it was in the air for a long time. Didn't time it well. Toe end of the bat. Up in the air. You had a lot of time to get underneath it. And I think that was a drop catch from the captain. The wicket is certainly looking for Hamidullah, who can make the difference here. You put him down.
Well, he has been struggling with a slight knee niggle. We saw that in the previous match. Still battling out there for the side, but that was costly. Squeezed away by Yasir Khalim. And there is a sweeper out there, Dipesh Rajgor, not playing tonight. They will take 2 on his throw though. Very big square. It's at least a 60-65 meter throw from the boundary. Well, Nadir Hussain, very unlucky there. That was a good piece of bowling to get Hamidullah to miss time. And if Karwan CC lose this game, they will be knocked out of the ICC Academy Summer Cup. TVSL will progress with Interglobe Marine. And certainly plenty to do in this game. Eventful over comes to an end. 59 for 1.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Well, the captain has taken responsibility with the ball. Hasn't taken a wicket so far in the tournament, only bowled the one over. But perhaps his form of gentle medium pace on this sticky wicket, and of course he does turn the ball as well, that could produce something here. Yasir Kaleem on strike.
Yeah, get ready for those loopy deliveries. Slow in the air. Yeah, just like that. He dips at the right areas. You have no other choice than advancing and hitting him through. If you succeed, you'll get the runs. But most of the time, batters do fell short and get out because the ball takes a little while to reach to you. So you need a lot of force behind it.
Yeah, he's already very tall, Babar Iqbal. Plus he flights the ball. So it's so tempting to go after him. But that's where he gets you. He makes you mistime those lofted shots. Look at that extra bounce. Immediately, he's getting something from the surface.
Well, the pose he takes before releasing the ball is the key, I think. That's where you can see the batter's feet moving. If you see him advance, Babar gets that fraction of second extra where he can throw the ball down or throw it wide to get him trapped and stumped from.
Trying to sweep that, and that's a bottom edge. If he had missed it, that was stone dead leg before.
Now look at that. Pitched outside leg. Well, that's a tempting delivery. This is where you bring that sweep out. For the sweep shot, it's very important to mix the pace because if the batter knows that you're bowling slow,
Hammered, and it will land in front of the fielder. That's what he wanted you to do. It almost came off. Hamidullah Khan, well, he's not going to resist his big shots. And he's lucky it dropped in front of the square leg.
well, I have absolutely no question why Asif Hayat was taken out of the attack. He bowled brilliantly, given 4 runs in the over. And then you take him out of the attack. You wanted the seamers to get you wicket, but that's one way to create the pressure when you have a bowler who can bowl economically. So now if Asif Hayat joins Babar, it will be a perfect combination to spinners.
Steps out and he hasn't timed it. But still, this is Yasir Kaleem, the sheer power of the man.
And I'm not sure when it was hit. Was it timed? But all we know the result. That's a biggie. And gone for all money. 6 runs from Yasir Kaleem. Now he's making a comeback. And now he's playing a runner ball knock. This is without wasting a lot of time. He's got back into the rhythm. Now partnership looking very, very good here of 63.
Yeah, he took a chance on that flighted delivery. Not out of the sweet spot, but he just muscled it over long off. I still like this game plan though. He is teasing them, Babar Iqbal. And like you mentioned, Asif Hayat needs to come back into the attack. Leg slip in place. And he'll just slice it away to keep the strike. 68 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Well, they haven't listened to Abid Ibrahim just yet. Nadir Hussain will continue. He did produce that wicket-taking opportunity that was grasped. But Yasir Kaleem is well set now. and he'll be very hard to dislodge from the crease.
Looking at Babar Iqbal's previous over, it was all good. But just one big hit spoils the figure. But despite that, I see no error in Babar continuing bowling. Because all he needs a spinner from the other end to give him enough support.
Completely agree. Trying to force that off the front foot. He's not a natural puller of the ball. He likes to hoist it and launch it over cover point. So Nadir Hussain is making him play some unusual shots that we don't see with Yasir Khalim.
Yeah, because they know each other. He knows that I don't have to bowl here in this area. So I can not be hammered a lot. I'll just be niggling around and taking single.
But this man, meanwhile, he loves the pull shot. Don't bowl that length to him.
It's complete opposite.
There, that big hoik. Once again, he's mixing it up beautifully, Nadir. And if they can bowl a couple of good overs here, Abid, I think this match could become interesting.
Well, what I see from here to make a comeback in this game for Karwan CC is the only way to bring Asif Hayat and Babar Iqbal to operate. By doing that, so you will contain these medium pacers, will help you in the death overs.
Spot on. Let's see if Nadir can give them a couple of quiet overs. So steps into that one, and you can see the maturity of Yasir Khalim. He knows what they want him to do, and he's just pushing the ones, nudging it around, not giving them any semblance of a chance.
I don't see any problem with Yasir Khalim struggling while playing these medium paces. You want to get rid of him, you need to build the pressure here because he's already under pressure. He played 30 deliveries for 29. This has been a slow run chase.
It certainly has. He's hoiked this. There is a deep cover and it's over his head. Kamarawan. Well, they had Sardar Bezad posted towards extra cover rather than that orthodox position. Otherwise, it would have been a straightforward catch.
A wicket what Karwan CC is looking for, certainly. They are hungry here for the wicket. So these singles and doubles even hurting them. The only way to make a comeback in this game is pick up wickets.
He has bowled beautifully here, Nadir. So experienced. This time hit hard, hit straight, not timed. And it will be cleaned up by Zahid Ali. Steady over from Nadir. 74 for 1.
Let's one expect. Pump it up. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. We all enjoy the game tonight.
Well, that has been cut away behind point. Abid Ibrahim was demanding this bowling change, but he's been hit for 4.
Well, that's a battle. That's one way to get rid of the batter. You win at times, you lose at times. Now, if that would have been slightly towards the fielder, you could have got a wicket there. This is where you need to cash in. You need to play an attacking game. You need to create these chances. You don't have much to defend. It's despite you get hit for 4, but then you need wicket. If you pick up a wicket, you have a comeback in the game.
Yeah, that was certainly sliced in the air. This time it's a bottom edge. Only for 1. So he is flighting the ball, tempting big shots. Can it pay off for Karwan CC? Can he break this partnership?
Well, all they need is a breakthrough. This partnership has been for a while now. 75 runs partnership is huge. While you're defending 138.
Yeah, they managed to get Asif Khan out early. But then this long stand. Oh, excellent delivery. Once again, it's a spinner surface. Extra bounce of a very full length.
But certainly Yasser, if he wants to go big, he needs to create the room and go over the covers, play inside out.
Taken on the full, hit very straight. Will be cleaned up by the long on. Kamarawan, well, he's another option. Experienced medium pacer, just like Nadir Hussain.
Well, you've got plenty of options to bowl at death overs. Now, this is the phase where you need a wicket taker in this phase. The spinners could affect the game. Now, if you would have someone who could pick up the wickets, like we know that Karwan used to have earlier, Tariq Mahmood.
That was the top spinner there.
Yeah.
Excellent variations from Asif Hayat. He's a skillful bowler.
Well, I was demanding him for a reason. He's showing his class. Does take that extra rip from the surface. Create the pressure. This is what you need.
Hits hard, hit straight, and hit for 6.
Well, a fielder can only watch it from underneath. This is Hamid Khan, who's well settled. You give him slightly full, and it was in the arc to send it out. Halfway through, 68 for 1, Interglobe Marine.
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Well, the all-rounder Kamarawan into the attack. And that's 6 of the final delivery of Asif Hayat's second over. Will that have decided this contest? It's been a brilliant partnership for the second wicket. 82 runs added by Hamidullah Khan and Yasir Kaleem. They did get their fair share of opportunities, some dropped catches. This time Yasir Kaleem is cutting loose, but he hasn't connected. And that's a very good catch by Sardar Behzad. Neil Ojha, as soon as he steps into the comb box, he produces a breakthrough.
Well, that sounds pretty similar, pretty common whenever I've come in, even with the ball, I've produced a wicket, and now with the microphone. This continues. Yasir Kaleem gone 30 of 34.
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your eye. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
Kamarawan, the successful wicket taker, using his variations. That was a back of the hand stuff there. Jiju Janardhanan coming in at number 4, and they still have the very experienced and very classy Fayaz Ahmed in the middle order as well. So it's going to take something spectacular for Karwan CC to get him. All they can really do is put pressure on that required run rate and keep chipping away in terms of the wickets. But this is a very in the middle, especially Jiju Janardhanan, the man on screen, perennial top-class all-rounder in the UAE domestic scene. He's won a lot of titles, a lot of silverware, and he's been a valuable member of all of these sides because of his unique skill set. Classy, genuine match winner with the bat, and a very intelligent fast bowler. Oh, look at that delivery. Goodness me. That was a fast leg break.
This was... I can't even put it to words what you've seen over here. That wicket is beautiful. And the bowler, Karwan, he himself is amused looking at that extra bounce and movement that he's got.
Well, that's a leg cutter straight out of Dennis Lilly's armory. Wow. He just found that right spot on the deck. And Jiju, all he could do was smile sheepishly. Well, he over-tried it, didn't he there, Neil? He tried it once again. Wonderful contest between Kamarawan and Triple J.
No, you're right. When the bowlers get this kind of movement, they get a little greedy. Probably think that, hey, I got this movement from here. Let me try it from down the leg side. Not to be so.
Yeah, it's always trying to resist against the temptation. Playing around his front pad, that's dangerous. And a misfield. Well, that certainly won't help. Waqas Jat, just a bit casual there, leaking a single and letting Jiju escape, get off the dreaded 0.
Oh, yeah. that was silly. That was absolutely...